And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing, Jones. The 20. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for James Conner. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for him with Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And they'll get this down to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Trap 61, matchbox, white.
Now Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Jones on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Go get some.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Slam. 49, check 49.
Hey. Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
55. Watch the screen.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the screen. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 4. Check 50. Check 50.
Hard.
Rush in.
Ready.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey!
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Williams on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check me out. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Being chased out left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
I'm here all day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now!
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
Hey,
7
Haywood!
at the 41-yard line.
Check 55.
Ready, ready?
From the 41, Jones. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
These two.
Motion. Watch the motion.
From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Roethlisberger now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger coming up with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Right here, right here. Right there. 54.
Hey, exit.
54 Mike.
Now.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This complete to Lockett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
9:55. Hey, eat.
Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Come on, set.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Zipper.
At the 3-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam, slam.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rip left, rip left. He's got it.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Ready?
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep. It's caught inside the 25 and down to the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, but not be deterred by anything else.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Stinky, Mike, stinky. Check pass, check pass.
No spacing.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Protein spill. Hey, high 7. 26. Get it.
Now Jones. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check.
61, matchbox lights. Big river.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's going to fire one deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 9, check 9. Hatchet.
Solid, 5 down. 50. Hey, Charlie.
Right, check, 59.
Roethlisberger will throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Here we go. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Alert.
Check 59.
5.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check nickel.
Focus. 77.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. There's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Giants, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.